Hey, 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 look who's back. The one and only. Good to see you. We're coming to you live from the illustrious studios of the Tommy Tepper Show, overlooking the Elm Line streets, looking through the crystal gondola of Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. I'm alive and live. I am so good that I forgot that I was still alive. It's been such a long time since I was live. I've been having so much fun watching Trump telling everyone to F off. Watching everyone getting bombed all over the place, including at the bar. Big ups to everyone. Nice to see you. Crime in America in there. Pooh Scissors, Sean, Bud Files, Quack 13, and more. Looking good, looking good. Excellent. Mater 97. Okay, yeah. Excellento. I've been busy looking for some stuff. I can't really talk too much on the internet about what I've been up to, but I've been up to a lot in the background. And I really haven't had a chance to watch too many of the channels there. Yeah, having a good summer. It's a little bit, cool, you might say. Just a little bit cool. And, yeah, raining and inclement. We're not having the plus 30 weather up here in Edmonton that they're having out on the East Coast there. It's so hot in Canada that they're closing down the swimming pools because the lifeguards might get overheated. Oh well, what did they forget to jump in the water to cool down a little bit? I don't know. But, yeah, Robert Escobar, good to see you. D in there. Big ups, D. Got JFK popping in. Leo Lucifer popping in with the sicko comment on Fascist Book. Good to see you. By the way, Fascist Book said that they're only saving live streams for 1 month, and then they're deleting everything. So you have 1 month to go back and save all of your live videos on Facebook. And you know what? Facebook is becoming less and less usable all the time, for the stuff that they're pulling there. They're not going to be saving any of the videos. So I don't know. Sickos, yeah. Well, who's the sicko? Leo in there, coming in from Ontario. Yeah, this one's for you. This music's for you, Lucifer. Or Lucier, I should say. Lucifer. Yeah, a little tongue-in-cheek there. Good to see you, Mon. How are you doing down there, Mon? You're not talking like that, are you, down in Ontario? You're talking more like, hey, Mon, welcome to Tim Hortons. How can I take your order? Yes, yeah. We'll be pot-smoking music. Yeah, this is it just for you. Have a blunt on us, okay? Yeah, as long as you're feeling good, man. Get wet the wood, get the ting, man, as they say. Yeah, we're having fun out here. Oh, what's it like outside my window? Let's see, I'm talking about the illustrious studios and the view outside of my window here. Just hang on a second. Let me bring it up here. Here we go. Here's the, we got a double echo in here now. Hang on a second. What the hell is this all about? Line and mic. Let me bring that over there. Give me no echo. We only need a little bit of echo, man. Yeah. Screwface, yeah. Okay, JFK, what's up? What's up? Oh, you guys did your rainbow crap out there. Jeez, what's the matter with you? What did they do? Oh, yeah, Trudeau, or no, not Trudeau. Carney changed our national flag now. It's got some rainbow stuff in our flag. I don't know what the hell that's all about. I don't know if you've seen our flag. I don't know if I can even bring it up here. I would be amiss if I didn't show you that. Oh, yeah. Oh, let me bring up some stuff here about Carney. Carney the clown. What's Carney? Our leader, illustrious leader of Canada, is over at NATO, making a big fuss there, spending a bunch of our money that we don't have. We don't have enough money in Canada. We're all living paycheck to paycheck, man. We don't have that dough like we used to have, man. So, but what's that Mark Carney guy doing there? I don't know. The guy's not looking out for us Canucks. We got to do something about that, man. Oh, that one there is an okay one, but I'll pick a window 2, which is a little bigger. There we go, man. It's a Mark Carney. This guy here, you know. Oh, I brought the wrong one down there. Just hang on a second. I need Mike. There's the Mark Carney right there. Okay, hang on. Line, I need to get that line one down to nothing. Okay, there we go. Okay, there's the Mark Carney. And here's what we think of the Mark Carney guy. Mark Carney is not my... Oh, likely spam coming in on my phone here. I don't know what the spam is here. Hang on, I'll be right back. Why do I always get a phone call right when I get going on my stream? Oh, the spam went away. Whatever it was. He hung up before I had a chance to answer. Okay, what does it say? Mark Carney, Mark effing Carney is not my prime minister. Okay, he's not for me. Okay. So that's the first thing that I pulled up on my feed on X. I can't believe it. That would pop in there. So I'm not the only one that doesn't like Marky and the dough that he's spending. You know, the problem with our prime minister is that he's got no budget and he's spending money that we don't know where the hell he's getting this money from. What he's going to do, borrow a bunch of money? 1980s drag queen of Edmonton. Yeah. Mark Carney is spending money that we don't have. So where's he going to get that money from? Is he going to print it up? Well, apparently he's going to be running the printing presses there, or he's going to be borrowing the money. So screw Mark Carney. I don't know where the hell he's getting that money from. So he's not doing good. Oh, yeah. And we also have a new health official in Canada. We have a new health official, and we will show you the comparison between the America and Canada with the health officials. Here we go. Here's the American health official, Kennedy, and we've got our new Canadian health official, Fatima. I don't even know what her name is. I'm just assuming that it's Fatima. I'm not sure, but yeah, if I was looking for somebody to lose a bit of weight, I would be looking to Fatima, our new health minister in Canada. So good on Carney for appointing her as, or I don't know if he was the one that did it. Probably, though. He's, like that. But we do have that new health minister, and she's looking extremely healthy. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And we're not making this crap up. This is just popping in here, just like crazy. It's just craziness here. Oh yeah, and here's the idiot that's that won the he's the new MLA in my area where I live here. He's his name is Nenshi, Nahid Nenshi, and he's now I can bow down to him because he's the MLA from the area that I live in here. Very good, Nancy. You're such a nice guy. I love you. You are my new leader, my new local leader here. I hope you can do good for me here. Get rid of the crackheads that are running around the neighborhood here. You know, we don't like those people running around here. And he's the NDP. He's all NDP. Shame, shame, shame. We don't like him either. Just about as bad as Mark Carney. But, yeah, I don't know. I didn't know what I was going to get into here today. You know how it is. Every time I start up, there's something going on in the world. Crap going on. Public health. Here she is again. She's the public health minister. She's got the face of a healthy woman. Very, very healthy. She's the new chief health officer. Office of the President, Chief Public Health Officer. Very good, very good. Nice, nice, nice. We're loving it up here in Canada. I've got this, yeah. As a matter of fact, we're so healthy in Canada that on the in Toronto LRT, that they're actually washing up, keeping very healthy on the transit system. As you can see, they're taking a bit of a shower there right on the LRT, on the light rail transit. And health is of the utmost importance here in Canada. Very good. I'll be riding on that train right after he's done taking the shower in that section of the... Actually, that's Leo Lucier out there in... he says, sickos. This is you, Leo. This is for you. I'm talking about sickos. This is Ontario. You guys need to do something about your area of the country there. Just saying. Things got to get a little bit better. Okay. Yeah. I'm feeling good, by the way. I hope you're feeling good. Oh, we're going to be going on a little road trip later today. I think today, going to go on a road trip somewhere. Not sure exactly where. I can't tell you. It's a top secret location. And we're going to be looking to see what kind of trouble we can get into. Yeah. So road trip is a fun thing for us. We're looking forward to that. The kids and us will be doing that. We'll be taking our horses on the road trip, and we'll be traveling across the country, across the province of Alberta. This is our Premier of Alberta, Danielle Smith. Maybe you've heard of her. She's even had a meeting with Donald Trump, and she likes things that are good for us, hardworking people, tough as nails. Get her done. Our potential is limitless as our skies, and Alberta, we're being held back by the rest of Canada. We need more pipelines. Maybe put another pipeline down to the States there, especially if the Gulf gets cut off over there, and if the Americans can't get enough of that Iranian oil shipped over to Texas, and we'll have to get another pipeline down there. Maybe we'll do that. So looking forward to maybe a pipeline or something happening. Maybe, but I kind of doubt it though, because Carney doesn't like pipelines. Oh, hang on. We've got more on our minister here, on the health minister. Let's see what she has to say. It's health minister. Let's see. What is her name anyways? I didn't think it was humanly possible, but someone broke the world record for meet Canada's new health minister, the walking embodiment of peak female performance. Is this seriously the best we've got?
It has changed at twice the rate, the global rate 3 times in the north. How many people have heard that? So typically, and this is a typical audience, about 90%.
Very good English. I'm impressed.
That has come from Canada's changing climate report, but that's an indicator of the extent.
The health minister is talking about climate change, climate reports.
Earlier, we were.
I don't know about
someone
that.
Was asking me.
Hang on, let's cut her off here.
Do you face?
Sorry, but you didn't have anything that was interesting. You should be talking about health and not the climate. Lordy. Yeah, exactly. Don't worry about it. I'll be going to Tim Hortons for a Tim Horton coffee here right away. That will be good for me. I like Tim Horton. Very good. Very good. And what do we have to say about this WEF and that kind of crap? Yeah. F the World Economic Forum. We don't like them. We don't need any world globalism telling us what's going on. Co-sider, good to see you. ABD, good to see you. Got Tyson Hook in there. I am Steve. OKC, half-wit embarrassments. Quick, quack, 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 quack 13. Quack 13. Quit taking those edibles, man. You wake up, like a few hours later and you forgot that you took an edible and why you're feeling so depressed. So watch out when you take those edibles. That's all I can say. We got Dory in there. Hey, Troy, I was wondering where you've been. Yeah, we got all kind of people saying hi in there. SGA, best MVP player of all time. Well, that's good to see. Hey, there's Edward Cam in there. You need to be married in order for there to be an affair. Is that a thing? I think so. Yeah, to have an affair. No, you don't have to be. Well, yeah, I think so. Yeah, to have an affair, you have to be married. That's about right, I think. There's our good friend Telescope. No one has ever cared about you, Cam, says Telescope. You guys are all fighting there. We got the fighting chat in here. The fighting chat. Got Leo in there. Leo, good to see you. Robustelli coming in there from the US of A. Got Troy in there. Troy, looking good today. You're ready to be racing that, what do you got there? Corvette? Something like that? That would be good. Looking good, man. Looking good. We're still playing the music that we love here, man. Oh, yeah, and by the way, we had the transvestite health minister on the right on the left was our old health minister. She was our she was like the doctor. She was like when COVID was happening and all that. The one on the left on your screen there, the one on your left there, she is actually a he that's transformed into a she, I think. I don't know. Sometimes you can never figure these people out. But anyways, that was our old health minister. Not looking very healthy either, but she's not looking much healthier either. So either one of them are pretty much a bust. But anyways, this is how healthy we are here in Canada. Not very healthy. I think I'm healthier than either one of them. But, who am I to be bragging about health, right? Yeah, I know. Canada's broken. Oh, let's hear what this guy has to say about Canada. Let's hear. I like it. Hang on. Let me drop that music a little bit here so we can get the juxta of the story here. Stand by. Watch again.
Buddy, so Canada's parliament shut down for summer, and I've done a little math here. $150 million is what the combined salaries are, roughly, for all members of parliament for the years 2024 and 2025. In 2024, they worked 21 weeks out of 52.
They hardly work at all.
They're projected, if they work all fall, it would be 13 weeks that they work the entire year.
Oh my God.
35 weeks total out of 104 weeks in 2 years.
I wish I had a job
Canada
like that.
has had an active sitting parliament, which roughly equates to about $100 million. $100 million in wasted wages.
Yeah,
we just
it's all wasted money.
Giving these members of
Plus they
parliament.
get big
So
pensions
the
too
question
at the end.
Is it right versus left, or is it government versus the people? Because this is absurd.
Yeah.
If you add in the election cost on top of that, that's $670 million of mismanaged money that Canadian taxpayers have had to foot to have an incompetent
We're
government
screwed.
serving for 34 weeks.
We may as well become the 51st state, for all the money that we're wasting up here. We need Elon with Dodge to pop in here and to, show us how it's done to, whittle down on those expenses and stuff like that. Calgary, banning non-lethal weapons like airsoft guns, bear spray, pepper spray, and baseball bats. But don't worry, Palestinians can still wield their swords in the streets. This is what the story is about. The Palestinians, how they have those big swords and stuff like that. So they're banning a bunch of stuff in Calgary, I hear. But you can still do your thing. Oh man, she just keeps popping in over and over and over and over. Please get out of my face, lady. You're, get on a weight loss program. You ever heard of Weight Watchers or anything like that? And what's with that scarf? Like, come on. Where's Brett? Oh, yeah. Did I mention Brett? Hey, Brett, how you doing? What's happening, Brett? Where? Anyways, good to see you. A beautiful day. A beautiful day. Good to see you. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. Oh, what's with Bernie? Bernie. I had forgotten about Bernie, and then he keeps popping in there every once in a while. I don't know what this bit is about Bernie here. Bernie Sanders there. It's not every day a major politician was down with Joe Rogan. Bernie Sanders did. Oh, you got to, yeah, Hey, I guess he's losing. Anyone that's losing ends up having to do a bit with Rogan there. I thought Rogan was more right winger though. So what the heck is he doing with Bernie Sanders? That just it doesn't look right to have the two of them in the same picture or whatever. But anyways, maybe it might be a worthwhile thing to listen to. I don't know. Might be. You never know. Okay, and what is a dangerous world, a stronger bond? Canada and the United Nations. Apparently, our illustrious leader Mark Carnival is gone over to the EU, and he's basically trying to make things together with Europe, right? Kind of bridge the gap. Apparently, it's like a real short distance from Canada over to Europe. So instead of really, getting together with Trump and the United States, which is right across the border, right? We're going to militarily join forces with Europe now. I don't know if you heard about this one. This is how ridiculous it is getting. It's crazy. It's crazy. Let's see.
Rules-based global order is under threat in
hang on.
a time when technological change is accelerating. And we really have two choices as a jurisdiction, as a country in this circumstance. We can nostalgically look back and long for the old order to somehow return, or we can build a new one with purpose and partnership. And as the most European of the non-European countries.
What? You mean Canada? Are you trying to call Canada the most European of the non-European countries? That's what Canada is. Yeah, we're not Europe. We're like over here. We're American. I think he forgot that we're living here in North America, but we are the most European, non-European of the European countries. And we have to actually somehow get in bed with Europe and get into some sort of a big spending spree with Europe for military weapons and things like that and infrastructure. This is what the deal is all about. And meanwhile, we have to forget about the United States and don't buy anything from the States and don't have anything to do with them, even though they're like right across the border from us. Like this guy is absolutely, he's a lunatic. He doesn't know what he's doing, and he's more European than he is Canadian. Like, shame on you, Mark.
Canada looks first to the European Union to build a better world. We might say even a hinge moment of history, a world that's more dangerous and divided, a time where the rules-based international, the global order, rules-based global order is under threat, in a time when technological change is accelerating.
He's the king of Canada.
And we really have
Troy.
two choices as a jurisdiction, as a country in this circumstance.
Listen to
we
him.
can nostalgically look back and long for the old order to somehow return, or we can build a new one with purpose.
Yeah, it's called the New World Order, and we all want to be part of the New World Order, thanks to you, Carbon Carney. No, 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 no. I should have been Prime Minister of Canada. Where the hell did they pull him from? A sock, an old sock or something like that. Oh, my gosh. Unbelievable. Tourism continues to decline in Canada. Well, I wonder why. This is Toronto. These are the streets of Toronto. I don't know if it's such a nice place to visit anymore. It's hard to drive around anymore when you have, people, Muslims praying out there on the streets, whatever, trying to fly those flags, and they're burning the Canadian flag. And this is the kind of lifestyle that we have. We have similar things, big protests and stuff like that going on here on a weekly basis, even in my city here. It's like a changed environment that we're living in. I don't know what the hell this place has come to, but it put it this way. I'd rather just stay at home and look out of my window, right, than actually take a step outside of my door, because things are getting bad out there in the real world. It's like craziness, unbelievable. But what else can you do? That's just the way it is. Okay, well, we had Trump with his big thing there. Oh, what was this? Oh, that's a bad one there. Yeah. Oh, we have our good friend Pierre Poilievre. He's talking about reducing immigration in Canada, because apparently we are over immigrated in Canada. We invited too many people into the country, so now we should actually have negative immigration, right? So of all you people that are going, oh, you're just a racist, you don't like immigrants and stuff like that. Well, we're talking about negative immigration instead of positive, like inviting, thousands and thousands, hundreds of thousands of people in. Maybe they should kick a few people out that are here on expired visas and stuff like that, student visas and whatever, and, do something about that. And Pierre today was even talking about that, or was whatever, yesterday, in the last couple of days, about negative immigration. So I would have to agree with that, because I actually went down to the Costco store shopping yesterday, and one of these days I'm going to turn my frickin' phone on and show you guys what it's like. But during my, going around in the store buying stuff and whatever, it was like blah 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 blah, speaking some foreign language, and then blah 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 blah. People are speaking another foreign language, blah 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 blah. And it's like there was hardly any people speaking English in the store as I went around shopping. There were hardly any English-speaking people in the store. I'm not going to, point out any particular, personality or who the people were, but definitely a lot of East Indians, Hey, and they weren't speaking with broken English either. They were like speaking their own language, because they don't speak English when they come to Canada. They speak their own language, right? And especially when you get a group of them together, like a family, whatever, shopping. Well, they're all going blah 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 blah. And then when I bought my hot dog, I couldn't even find a place to sit down because all the places were taken, and they were sitting there like for a whole hour or something like that. So I had no place to sit down to eat my hot dog. The Costco adventure was just, it was not great. It used to be okay going to Costco. The lineups weren't all that bad. But I will have to say that we did eat a lot of those. When you go to Costco and they have those people, making the little miniature pancakes, and, with the jam on it, and or the little slices of pizza and stuff like that. Well, we actually ate quite a bit of those things. That's the first thing you do when you go to Costco, right? You don't go right away to the food booth if you're hungry or whatever, or, to go and get the hot dog. You go, first of all, into the store, and you get all that free stuff that they're giving away, right? Like they actually had some little cookies. They had some spinach spread on some little crackers. That was pretty good. We actually did have a little slice of pizza. We had a little spring roll, but it wasn't a full spring roll. They cut them in half, so it was only a half a spring roll, and they put a little bit of that special plum sauce on it. So we waited around even to make sure that we got a little bit of everything there. And then after that, then we went to to get the hot dog and that stuff. Well, actually, we bought a few things. We filled up the basket, and down there, everything there is like $20. I don't think they sell anything under $20 in that store. It's like if it's less than $20, well, then they bulk it up. They put two of them together, like 2 jars of jam or whatever. They're like $10 things of jam. So they put 2 of them together, so it makes $20. So you got to spend $20 just to get a jar of jam, but you got to buy 2 of them. or a can of, you can't buy a can of, what was it I was buying there? A tuna, for example. You got to buy like 4 cans of tuna and, like an arm and a leg for all that stuff. So whatever, we bought some of that stuff there. I got some of these things here. These things are really good, though. I don't know. I'm not advertising or anything, but these are really good. They were like $15 for this container. They're called Aussie Bites, and they're like bird seeds in there and stuff like that, eh? And really good. I like those things. So those were actually a pretty good snafu. And then I also got this here. I like these ones here too. We got the sesame snaps. But it's like a pretty big box of sesame snaps. There's still 36 packs in there. So that'll, I haven't even opened it up yet. That'll last a long time for that. So, it's like stuff like that you buy when you're at the Costco store. It was actually pretty good. Oh, what else did I get there? Over here. I already ate a bunch of them here. Oh, where are they? These things here. Look, you get this giant freaking thing full of these things here. These rolls, dinner rolls or whatever. Oh, hang on. That's my wife phoning here. Stand by. Let me get on the phone here with her. I'll be right back. Okay, man. That was just my wifey phoning here to tell me that her mother is not feeling well. And whatever. I hope she gets better. Tyson Hook in there. Telescope in there. Crickets. Edwards Cam. Tim hasn't even figured out wiping his old age yet. What? You can't rush the man. Tim? What's that, Tim who? Crime in America. What a raised commie. Yeah, exactly. Big discounts on bug burgers. yeah. Well, yeah, maybe I should have bought some bug burgers or something like that. Toronto Brad in there. Hey, Toronto Brad, good to see ya there, bro. Hey, I saw your buddy still live over there, Billy Blue, Cheap Charlie. He was live there today doing a talking to his chat. But Toronto Brad, good to see you in there. Hey, drop a link. I want everyone to sub up to Toronto Brad. So type in !link, and my bot will drop your link there, Toronto Brad. So we'll give you a shout out there for that. Good to see you. Christy B in there. Friendly conversation worth listening to. Hope your wife's mother gets well soon, says Kathy. Yeah, exactly. Well, she phoned me to say that she was throwing up or something there. So I'm not sure what the heck is going on there. But I hope she's going to be feeling better. She's getting a little older, and she's at the old folks' home now. She just switched or moved into a more long-term care type facility as opposed to just a apartment style type place where they have a restaurant or a cafeteria. So yeah, things like that are happening. I'm going to be going on a road trip here today. Leaving here. Well, I hope so. I hope, but we never know after that last phone call whether that will change, but we'll see. Yeah, Toronto Brad in the house. Drop a link there, and everyone hit that link, sub up to him. Toronto Brad, he travels the world. I don't know where you're going next, whether it's going to be South America or the Far East or where, but I know you're always talking about traveling. Yeah, we're going to be going places. Well, I didn't tell you, but I have a kind of a secret. So if I go on a road trip, and if I go live on the road trip, then you'll be able to see what the secret is. But anyways, we've got some new wheels, shall we say. So you'll be able to check out our new wheels and see what we're driving on the road trip. And that should be fun. But we're make some changes. We're maybe gonna relocate from where we are out at our lake and maybe move to a different place or something like that. So what we're doing is we're going on a kind of a road trip to investigate some other places to stay this summer. So we'll see whether or not those changes actually happen. So look forward to something like that going on. 51 in the house. Good to see everyone in there. Looking good. Woo! It's a little bit overcast here today. We're supposed to be getting some thunderstorms, some stuff like that. So we're kind of waiting for that to happen. Yeah, not a good day for a bike ride or something like that. Oh, what else happened there? Yeah, overnight my shed got broken into, and they stole my regular bike out of my shed. The crackheads, the zombies, the what do you call them? The addicts. I live in Edmonton here, so we're like taken over by the liberalism with the free drugs and junkies running around like crazy all over the place. So we had a break in there last night, and they stole a bunch of stuff there. I didn't even bother to go out and see what the hell they stole. All I know is that we need to put some new hinges on the door of the thing and whatever stuff like that. But the world is getting bad out there. Need a shotgun out there for overnight watching the backyard. Hang on, we need something a little more powerful than that. Hang on, a little more intimidating. Okay, yeah. Get out of here, you junkies. Yeah, welcome to Canada. Okay, oops. Hang on, pushed the wrong button and the whole thing fell apart here. No, it didn't. But I have to move it a little bit closer. Yeah, okay. I hope you like the music. It's background music there. Patchine River Homestead. We don't have that problem here in Havana, Arkansas. Hey, good to see you. I know, because you guys, probably got, shotgun signs all over the yard and stuff like that, or else you're living in the backwoods there where you don't have junkies and that running around. So yeah, I know what you're talking about. Absolutely. You got to be careful. Who else is in there? Mama Red. Good to see you there, Mama Red. Hurry to see the BS where you live, Tommy. Yeah, I know. Well, it's gotten bad all over Canada. And really, it's because of immigration. Like far too much immigration. And we don't have enough places for people to live. So now you've got people just living off the streets or on the streets. And then the government comes out with this program where they offer free drugs. In other words, if you're not feeling all that well, you can go down to the opioid clinic, right? Opioid clinic. They even have a name for it. And you can get some free opioids, right? And if you don't like the opioids because they're not strong enough, you can just take the opioids that they give you, take them out onto the streets. You can then trade them for cash. And then with the cash, you can buy the fentanyl, which will give you the better high than the opioids, right? So then you actually get what you really wanted anyways, right? But it's sort of a transitionary government type funded thing, which gets you going on the whole program, Like there's nothing like free drugs out there to make you feel good. Yeah, man, I'm feeling really good, man. The coke is not strong enough. The cocaine is not good enough for us now. I got to be careful. I watch other people on other streams, and they go, hang on, wrong thing. The coke is not strong enough. And they're like bleeping out everything, whatever. Fentanyl. Fentanyl. Can't say that. Or whatever. Swear word. Oh, Donald Trump said, those F. You know what I mean? But not my show. No, we don't beep out any of that stuff here. We just say it the way it is. And well, I guess maybe we don't get as many people that are advertising on the channel here. We don't get those big name advertisements that pay you big bucks, you know. We just maybe once in a while get a super chat or something like that. That probably a $2 super chat will pay you more than YouTube advertisement at the end of the day, anyways. So who gives a shit? I forgot to bleep that out. That beeper is kind of loud, isn't it? Hang on. Hang on. Where's Donald Trump, too? Hang on. Donald Trump, where are you?
He's not. He's broken.
Oh, no. Donald Trump is broken. I had my Donald Trump voice that I was going to do there, but it worked before I went live because I even tried it out. But now that I went live, it's not working all that well. Oh, well. Can't make this stuff up. You guys are dealing with fentanyl up here. Yeah, we are. Cocaine carny. Yeah, that's a funny one. Cornucopia. Everyone is losing their minds over Trump saying the F word. Yeah. Trump, what did he say? Anyways, let me bring that up here. Hang on. I want to actually bring that up here so we can see what Trump said there with that F word. I want to bring the actual clip up here if I can find it here on the internet. Whenever I look for something, it is different. Yeah. Well, speaking of fentanyl, like this is who's making the fentanyl here in Canada. Yeah. We're importing everything into Canada here, including weapons and drugs and you name it. So actually, this is fake. It's just a AI, artificially produced, whatever. No, it's not these guys in particular, but you know, could be almost anyone. But they're making that Fenty stuff in there. It's not great. Not great. Hang on, though. Let me do a quick search for Trump here and see if I can find that clip. He was saying something. We know that much. Where's that clip of him? Oh, yeah. He's not happy with Iran. The Iranians, he's not happy with them. He's not happy with anyone. Stand by. This is the clip right here. He's not happy. Trump is not happy at all. Where is he here? Hang on. We have to hear him really nicely here. So let's shut that music down and let's listen to Trump. And what does he have to say? He's not happy with Israel. He's not happy with Iran. And we might have to beep him, but we won't beep him out here. We'll actually listen to what he has to say. Trump, go ahead.
You know what? We basically have two countries that have been fighting so long and so hard that they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Do you understand that? What the fuck they're doing. Do you understand what the fuck they're doing? What the fuck they're doing. Do you understand what the fuck they're doing? Do you understand that? What the fuck they're doing. Do you understand what the fuck they're doing? Do you understand that?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
You know what? We basically have two countries that have been fighting so long and so hard that they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Do you understand?
Yeah. Yeah. They don't know what the they're doing. Okay. I don't even look at, when do you hear me swearing on my show? Trump, you're worse than Tommy Temper. Like you're getting more pissed off than me, you know? Like really, honestly. Like you got to be pretty pissed off as a world leader to start swearing like that, because I don't even talk like that. When have you ever heard me talk like that? Like words like that just don't flow out of my mouth like that. Like I try and be nice to everyone, speak nicely about everyone, and not call anyone different kind of names like Trump.
Know what the fuck they're doing. Do you understand? They don't know what the fuck they're doing. Do you understand? They don't know what the fuck they're doing. Do you understand?
Yeah. Okay. Well, we had to bring that up. We couldn't lay that one. We couldn't go by, right, without bringing that clip up. You knew that, right? And you wanted to hear that over and over and over again. Trump. Poor Trump. Poor Trump. Really, honestly, I couldn't take what he's taken. Really, he takes it from the media. The media calls him down. He bombs the hell out of those Iranians there. Gets their centrifuges that are like 300 feet underground, whatever. Drills a hole down there with one bomb. Pops another bomb in there to explode the whole thing. And then the media comes out and says, "Oh no, you didn't really get rid of the nuclear material, whatever." No, we saw trucks. Trucks were lined up there, taking all the nuclear material out of there, and yeah, but you can't move the centrifuges, which are deep underground, right? So they might have been moving the actual material, some of the material. That who knows what the hell they're doing. Like these guys, if they were at all worried about the fact that they might have been getting bombed, well, they would be moving the actual material out of there to a different location. But to be able to refine it for it to become, more pure than the 60% or whatever the hell they had it at this moment in time, yeah, that is debatable, right? Whether or not there's some actual material floating around, and now they don't know where the hell it is. Nobody knows where it is. So, but can they with centrifuges refine it to a more than 60%? I would say that he bombed the hell out of those things. Now, I remember seeing a video, I think it was on 60 Minutes, where they actually went down underground, and that was the point. Do you remember when they did the viruses? They put the viruses on the Iranians' computers and got those centrifuges spinning around so fast that they all blew up. Well, not all of them, but a bunch of them blew up. Remember that whole thing? That was ingenious when they did that. That was almost as good as those pagers that they had blowing up on the Hezbollah. But anyways, they definitely have the centrifuges. They cannot be easily transported. So it wasn't like, no, they had a bunch of trucks pull up the night before and, got rid of that. Sure, there might be some nuclear material that's no longer underground and they pulled out and is somewhere else. There's always that possibility. Can they easily make a bomb? Who knows? Who knows what those Iranians were doing and what they were doing? I don't know. But I do know that I have traveled to Iran. I actually was in Tehran, and on the road from Tehran to Shiraz, which Shiraz is a city in the kind of the south central part of Iran, and I lived there for a couple of weeks anyway, and I got a chance to see what it was like. Went into a mosque and whatever. They didn't like me going into a mosque. Holy smokes, the guy freaked out when he saw me in the mosque there. But anyways, and I also went to a place called Paris Police, Perispolice, and it was a ruin type area, ancient ruins, and on the side they had carved on the side of a mountain a doorway, and some of the little things on the doorway were kind of interesting. And one of the most interesting things was actually featured in Daniken's book, Chariots of the Gods, which was a little picture, which was in the stone, right? And it was a picture of a UFO, actual flying saucer, with little wings on the flying saucer. And that, if you ever have a chance to look at that book, Chariots of the Gods, you'll see that. And I actually saw that when I was in Iran. So, interesting tidbit of information there. So I absolutely know what Iran is like. I have been there, traveled there, been through the country, had a chance to meet the people. In fact, when I was there, the Iranians were fighting with the... got a phone call coming in here. Another one. Stand by. Be right back.
You can't touch this.
Okay, just a quick phone call there from somebody that is wanting me to look at something on our trip. I want to go on this trip to go and look at different things. Anyways, she just phoned me from British Columbia. So interesting. Find out more about that. But anyways, like I was saying, I have been to Iran, and we do know the people, do know the traditions, and do know what the country was like. And yeah, I do know that the people don't like the Ayatollah. They don't like the Sharia law and the fact that they have to wear the head coverings and stuff like that. They like the more Western world type thing. So we'll see whether or not that changes in Iran, if they can get rid of the Ayatollah Khomeini, who's the religious leader that wants to blow up the United States and Israel and whatever, things like that, and wants the nuclear bomb and whatever. So we'll see what happens. But anyways, this is Trump, and yeah, he's got this to say.
Hard that they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Do you understand that?
And he's not happy at all. Let's get him out of here. Okay, Trump, you head out of there. By the way, he had a pretty good thing there. He was at the NATO conference there today, and I was watching a little bit of him talking to the reporters after the when he gave a speech or whatever. I didn't actually catch his full speech or whatever, but I caught the bit where he was talking to the reporters at NATO there. So you want to check that out a little bit. Hey, Ray in there, Ray Brock in there. Good to see you. We've got Tyson Hook in there. Crime in America. How's your channel going there? Telescope, who are you talking to there? Who are you fighting with there now? Telescope is saying, which is going to win? Second Amendment, fast food, old age with passing of the... yeah, hey, Telescope, you're going to get old one day. One day it will come to haunt you, and you're going to be sitting there creaking in your rocking chair going, well, I remember when I used to make fun of people that are older, but now that I'm old, well, I guess I'm going to have to deal with the consequences. My mother used to say to me, one day you're going to be old too, so you better not make fun of old people, right? You got to smarten up. And, young people don't realize that, or it's like, oh, I'm going to smoke and drink and do drugs and do all kind of stuff like that because I'm like invincible. I'm a young person and I can get away with anything. In fact, I'm going to buy myself a handgun. Yeah. And play with it, Okay, yeah, go right ahead. Yeah, do whatever you want to do. But just remember that you are not invincible. You're not invincible. You're just human. You are human, just like me, just like everyone. Okay, what time is it? It's 12:45 Mountain Daylight Time. And it's nice outside. You can't really tell, but it's a little bit cloudy. At least it's not too windy. Looking beautiful, but we might have a bit of a thunderstorm later today. That's what the weather forecast is calling for, is bad weather, probably for the next 2 or 3 days. Yeah, and it doesn't matter what it is. Nothing's good for you. Even a little bit will get you addicted to a lot, okay? So even a little bit, how they say too much of anything is no good? Yeah, well, even a little bit of a lot of things is not too good, because once you become addicted, it is really, really hard to stop doing it, okay? And I'll give you a secret. I'll tell you something here. When they legalized marijuana, okay, a few years back, I go, okay, I'll try it. Well, in fact, it's not the first time that I, tried marijuana. As a matter of fact, speaking of which, I can remember that when I was in Iran, speaking of Iran, when I was in Iran, I remember smoking some hash or weed or something there at the university, and we were playing Mick Jagger music, and we were having fun. Like it was a fun times back then in Iran, because it was back before the Ayatollah Khomeini took the country over, right? But that being said, I remember also traveling along the road, and we stopped at a coffee shop, a tea shop, coffee shop, or something like that, where you go in for a coffee and whatever. And we got invited into the back room. The back room. Believe it or not, they've got the coffee shop at the front, but then they've got a back room at the coffee shop. And you would be amazed, because what I saw there is where they had the giant hookah going on there with the big lump of hot coal in the hookah, and then they were putting the opium on the hot coal, and they're smoking the opium. So apparently they're all addicted to opium over. Well, not everybody, but a lot of people are addicted to opium over there in Iran. Right? That's one of their most favorite things, I think, over there. And that's like old tradition from a long time ago, whatever. But I never did try it. I didn't try the opium, but the weed I did, smoked a bit of weed back in the day. And then I stopped smoking weed for the longest time. But when they legalized weed in Canada, well, then I started smoking weed again, not a whole bunch, but, off and on, whatever. But then I got into vaping that weed. I was vaping the weed. And, that is not great. Not good for your lungs. It's like really, really high potency. Of course, it's I would say that, hey, if you're going to smoke weed, you may as well not smoke a joint and just go right into vaping. Why get the carcinogens of those leaves and stuff into your system? But my show is not about that at all. That's not what I want to talk about. All I'm saying is just, I tried it, and you can easily get addicted to it, to where, people go, no, you can't get addicted to pot. Yeah, you can. You can. You can get addicted to drinking booze too. People go, oh no, I just drink socially. No, you drink. Okay, either you drink or you don't drink. But anyways, I was doing it to the point where I was coughing and whatever, and the next day I was, wasn't feeling all that great. So then I said, okay, that's it. I've had enough of this. I know what it's all about. I know what the high is like. I know what it feels like, but I don't need to feel like that all the time. So that was it. I just stopped it, like that, I stopped. So I'm, people go, oh yeah, you know what you're talking about, but I do know what I'm talking about, because I've tried it. But I haven't tried other stuff. Like I have, a bunch of other like cocaine and stuff like that. I've never tried fentanyl and that stuff. No, I don't know what it's all about. Shooting up stuff, I have no idea what that's about. So, but I do know what that is about. And I would have to say, I drink alone by myself, says Jean River Homestead. No, don't drink alone by yourself. No, you want to be drinking with other people. But if you get into drinking by yourself, then, you can become addicted to where you're just doing it all the time, and you go like, okay, what do I do now? And you're always buying something. And by the way, the best way to quit is just don't buy any, right? If you're addicted to something, booze or cigarettes or pot or whatever, just don't buy any. Right. Just bum it off of other people until finally they get pissed off with you and they stop, giving you it, especially cigarettes or something like that. Just bum cigarettes off of your friends until they get out of here. I'm sick and tired of you cheap bastard. So anyways, Daisy pops in there. Speaking of drinking, Daisy, yeah, nice one, Daisy. Your timing is impeccable. Impeccable. We're talking about all kind of stuff here today because I haven't been live in a long time. So this is like the reunion show. 55 in the house. You're looking good. Looking good. Thanks a lot for joining the party here today. It's a great time. You're great. I hope you're feeling good. I'm feeling good. Oh, yeah. We're feeling really, really good. Miss Angie in there. Good to see you, Miss Angie. Yeah, you might have been whoever said something earlier and I missed you in the chat there. Sorry about that. Quack 13 in there. Quack, the gummies will do you in. So be careful with those gummies there, because you do the gummy, you take the gummy, but you know what the gummies are. It's just, it makes you so tired that you're just going to fall asleep. And, in fact, all that stuff, it's like it makes you fall asleep and you're like, you're no better than that guy that stooped over downtown, the guy that's done the fentanyl, doing the bent fent. The guy that I'm talking about, who's like, oh, he looks like he's lost something down in the ground, and he looks like he's searching for something. No, he's actually half asleep, and he's bent over, and he can't get back up again, right? Because he's on that bent fent. Yeah, the booze will do it to you there too, right? Yeah, anyways, what am I talking about here? Oh, my goodness. We need a little bit of love. The love is in the air. Spent your day sewing. Oh, that's nice. Telescope, yeah. You're more into the pill type stuff, yeah. I know. I'm not really into that at all. Yeah. Okay. Time for a shot of Ricola. Ricola. The Ricola. Oh, my. That one is loud. Maybe I didn't tune down the volume on these sounds. Everyone's going, can you cut it with those sound effects already, Tommy? Like, come on. You're sounding worse than Queenie. Where's Queenie, by the way? What happened to her soundboard? Remember she was doing her sound effects there all the time? And then all of a sudden it's like no more soundboard. I don't know what's with that. It's 12:54 Mountain Daylight Time. 60 in the house here. You're listening to the stupid sound effects. You're listening to the Tommy Temper Show as I'm sitting in front of in the Crystal Gondola overlooking the elm lined streets of Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. I'm just a guy with a channel with nothing else to say. But you know what? I'll tell you one thing about a YouTube channel. It doesn't matter how many people that you have watching your channel. You always want more. It's like, I feel like a capitalist, What, have you got enough money? No, I want more. Give me more. I want more. It's like Ford, right? Building those little cars there. No, we can't just build one. We got to get an assembly line. We got to really make a lot. Big day. Hey, good day. Hey, there we go. There's a nice gesture from Christine. Member for 13 months. Wow, unbelievable. We need to give you a big hand for that one. Hang on, is that a hand? No, that's not a hand. Oh, that's the same one. Oh, come on. Oh, yeah. Thanks a lot for that super chat. Are they becoming a member? 13 months. That's a lot. Thanks a lot, Christine. You're a great supporter of the channel. And actually, Christine, you are a great supporter of a lot of small channels out there on the internet. And give you a big thumbs up and appreciate that. You're the boss today. If I had a StreamYard panel on here, I would invite you up. And appreciate that. Christine, member for 13 months. Big ups to you. 100% on that one. Great. Appreciate that. And you say hi to, I see you saying hi to A Beautiful Day in there. Cannabis Rex in there. Oh, Rex, how you doing there? What's drinking for your liver? How's drinking for your liver? Yeah, right. Not good. It's not good for your liver. And I said soon, ABD. I ain't in a hurry for housework. Oh, yeah. Nobody likes housework. Oh, I'm hiccuping a little bit here. We got, oh, who else is in here? Freddie the Fly. It's a beautiful day here in Edmonton, Alberta, Ellerslie neighborhood. Hey, Freddie the Fly, good to see you. Hey, Freddie, how did you find my channel? I'm over here. This is Old Strathcona, Nenshi. You know Nenshi, you know that NDP dude, Nenshi? This is his, an old, stronghold NDP territory here. By the way, I voted Conservative, but Nenshi won in my district here. And you guys are going NDP over there in Ellerslie as well, I heard there, Freddie the Fly. But Freddie, how did you find out about my channel there? Was it from our good friend, the other podcaster, the Edmonton podcaster? Just wondering about that, of how you found my channel. Sasquatch Hunter in there, coming in from Alaska, saying howdy TT. Hey, good to see you there, Sasquatch Hunter. Hey, we need more reggae music in here. The reggae. Here we go. Oh yeah, we're just having a good time here. Put some lime in the coconut and shake it all up. Put the lime in the coconut. Alcohol consumption can cause a range of liver damage, from fatty liver to cirrhosis, depending on the amount and duration of drinking. Absolutely, Cat Rex. I have a friend of mine that used to drink a lot. He used to drink a lot of beer all the time, and he died. And he had problems with his liver and stuff like that before he died. So yeah, you can actually do that to you. Landon Riddle is alive today thanks to cannabis. Ariella is seizure-free. Cody doesn't tear up his parents' house due to his severe autism thanks to cannabis. Well, yeah, but it's not so much the highness of the drug as it was, I think, the even the other part of it. You know what I mean? But yeah, I know I've heard about that. I've seen that where people that have seizures, that it will help them. Well, yeah, I'm not saying that it's not good. You know what I mean? Like, there is some good. And also, it can relieve pain. I know that for a fact, that it can relieve pain. So, it may have some uses. But actually, smoking it, I think, is bad for your lungs. Put it that way. Like, it's no better than smoking cigarettes or whatever. If you think it's better than cigarettes, it's not. It's not. I'm sure that if they do a cross-section of your lungs after you're dead, somebody that smokes cannabis is probably just in bad shape as somebody that smokes cigarettes. So, but if you eat a gummy, I think it's a different thing. Edible type stuff. I don't think it's quite as harmful as people that are smoking. Put it that way. I might be a little bit far in the chat. Kim, at the tender age of 65, take care of your body. Yeah. The liver is an extremely important organ. It performs hundreds of vital functions that are essential for life. The liver plays a crucial role. Absolutely, Cat Rex. You're being nice today, Cat Rex. Nice to see that. And same thing with Sandy. Congratulations on his win. Yeah, right. Yeah, but you know what? These are just small NDP enclaves in Alberta. Very, very small. It's like, okay, when I went to the polling booth here in Old Strathcona to see who was, of course, I go in to vote Conservative, and really, honestly, it's like people with pink hair, purple hair, look like a bunch of communists going in to vote, because that's who basically lives in my area here. This is all, this is the fat lesbian area of Alberta, right? Edmonton. This is where we're at here, So this is what it is when you go into the polling station. That's what you're going to end up seeing. So I was like the only normal guy going in there to vote. Honestly, everyone else was like really weirdo. So yeah, that's why they're voting NDP, because they're a bunch of weirdos there. Just saying. So I'm just saying. Christy B, I've been cleaning mom's room while she's doing treatment. She's so lucky to have a maid and a cook. Christy B, good for you. Glad to hear that. I found you through Portland Andy. Oh, okay, Freddy the Fly. Portland Andy, right on. It's rarely that I go over to Portland Andy's these days, but I know I have gone over there. I've given him a super chat or two and said hi over there once in a while. And I think there's maybe even somebody that's a mod over here that's a mod over in his channel there too. Notley, my neighbor. Yeah, as a matter of fact, when Notley was running, I went over when she was trying to do a door knocking thing with the media, and I showed up with my bullhorn, and she actually stopped her thing and she ran away when she saw me coming. So Notley does not like me. I tried to go to a Notley. They had a rally at a community league on the south side here. And I walked into the place, and some of his staffers saw me, and they kicked me out of there. So I was unable to go to a Notley rally. Notley's the NDP. She's not running anymore, but that's who Nenshi, the latest guy that took over for Notley. But it's a stronghold. It's an NDP stronghold that I live in. So it doesn't matter what I do. In fact, I didn't even have a sign outside of where I live that's said conservative, to try and combat that orange NDP thing going on here. So it's not even why bother? In fact, I shouldn't even have gone to vote, because really I knew that my vote would be like, and what was it? I think Nenshi got like 2,000 votes, and the conservative candidate got a couple hundred or whatever, of which I was one of them. So, it was that much of a difference. So there you go. But yeah, Notley is definitely my neighbor. Absolutely. And she also likes using carbon. Hang on. Phone call. Okay. I just had word on the break-in on my shed there. I got somebody doing some repair work on my shed out there, so that they don't break in there again. Not that they already got my bicycle that was in there, but luckily I store my e-bike in my house, so I don't store my bicycle in that shed. But anyways, they broke in. The junkies broke into my shed. If you didn't hear the story, overnight they broke in. The junkies broke into my shed, Old Strathcona. They stole my bike and a bunch of stuff that was in the shed there. So we're getting that door fixed up on the shed there, reinforced and extra whatever, bum-ized, junkie-ized, whatever you want to call it. And hopefully I can store some stuff in there again without getting stuff stolen. But yeah, it's gotten to the point that it's so terrible. Absolutely terrible. Thanks a lot for the super sticker, Roy Explores. Oh, hey, Roy, good to see you. And thanks a lot for the super chat. Hey, Roy Explores, drop your link there, ! link. And I want everyone in the chat there to sub up to Roy. Roy's a good friend of mine there. I see you changed your channel. You used to be just Roy, and now you're Roy Explores. So giving people a little more idea of what it is that you do. So yeah, I appreciate that super chat or super sticker from Roy Explores. So hit that link, ! link there, Roy, and hopefully people can sub up to you and check out your channel. Roy is coming in from San Francisco area, as I recall, and doing some stuff down there, and basically vlogging around there, showing you the sights. And if you like music, you got some eclectic music that he's got on his channel there. He goes to these live events with kind of eclectic bands and stuff like that, like out open air type stuff and whatever. Think just basically the stuff that's happening around there on the coast of California. So yeah, good to see you in there, Roy. Nice to see you. Thanks a lot for popping in there and saying hi, and thanks a lot for that super sticker. Give us a chance to. I would have probably missed you if I wouldn't have given me that super sticker. Yeah, in fact, anyone that gives us a super sticker or whatever, will read out your thing on the channel here, because it'll catch my eye here. Sorry about being a little bit slow on the chat, so we'll see what happens there. Waiting on the pool boy. Oh, Daisy's waiting on the pool boy. That's good to hear there, Daisy. Big ups, big ups. Yeah, rest in peace, Tommy Temper's Shed, says Telescope. Yeah. Ethan, hey, good to see you there, Ethan. Sorry to hear. Never feels good. Yeah, exactly. Tommy, I said if you watched RV, he has a new bike now. Yeah, right. I wonder where RV got the bike from. By the way, RV said that he's coming to Alberta, so I'm waiting for him to come this way here. Maybe I'll meet up with RV, Canada RV, if he comes to Alberta, and we'll do a podcast together or something there. Or maybe he'll come and visit me. He actually said that he wanted to come down to the lake there where I was at. You never know. I might be moving. This is the whole thing, that I'm in a bit of a transition here, and I might be moving from one lake to another lake is what's going on here right now. So that's what I'm kind of working on, and that's why I'm going on a road trip, hopefully later this day, if my wife doesn't have trouble with her mother there, and we'll see what happens there. There you go. And what about bullets? Oh, yeah. You guys fighting in the background there. There's Roy's. Hopefully my thing is working. Hang on. Did it drop your link? Yes, it did. Yes, we've got the link drop in there. Very good. Thanks a lot there, Roy Explorers. So good to see you with the new channel name in there too. Yeah, I didn't know that you changed your name of your channel there. It goes to show you that lately I've been kind of running around, and I've been watching a lot of political stuff lately. I've been watching, because of this thing going on between Israel and the United States and Iran, and then you've got the Ukraine war with Russia. I've kind of been focusing a little bit in my spare time on watching, what all that stuff is going on, as I suppose some of you have probably been doing as well, because you get a little bit worried about, what is this going to be the start of World War III or something like that? I don't know. We're all worried about stuff like that. We don't want something like that to happen. So there you go. A sandwich that is good for your breakfast, lunch. There you go. Dinner. What is it? Quizno. We like that. Oh, we got wed in there. Wed the bet. Wed the bet? Wet the bed. Did you give your bike thief one of those fancy rolling shelters? No, but one of the shelters was in the backyard there, and I'm surprised that he didn't steal the shelter instead of my bike. So there you go. You never know. Who else is in there? We got Red Mama in there saying, hey. Good to see you, Red Mama. Sasquatch Hunter. Hope you're doing okay up there in Alaska. Wonder where is our good friend 12th Man from Alaska? I haven't seen him in there. Super Salty. Hey, Super Salty. Good to see you. Check out Super Salty's channel there as well. If you don't know Super Salty, he's been doing some videos and stuff like that lately, doing some lives, and just basically embracing the YouTube technology. So hopefully you can check out Super Salty's channel there if he drops a link there as well. Check him out down there in San Diego. And actually, I would probably live in San Diego if I could, find somewhere a little bit, outside of the main city, whatever, find a nice place to live there. Got nice weather in there. Actually, anywhere on that coast of California would be nice. Once you get out of the big cities, away from the homeless encampments and stuff like that. There's lots of actual, people, say, oh, California, and kind of throw the whole state under the bus, because you are focused in on Los Angeles and, fighting and protesting and stuff like that, But just like, you look at the state of, what is it there now? Washington State. There's lots of nice places, even though you might have, some hot spots in the big cities or whatever. Same thing with Portland, Oregon. Hot spot, but probably the rest of Oregon is probably nice as well. There's lots of good places in the world, but it doesn't take much to taint a whole state or a whole province or whatever, or a whole country by the actions of a few, right? And so for that reason, I say, yeah, just because you hear of some bad things going on in some city, and really, usually it's the big cities is where the bad stuff is going on. And the rest of the place is probably pretty good. Big ups. They're good to see you in there. Super salty in there. Sandy Foster coming in there from where? The area of Ontario, I do believe. Who else is in there? Kenzie Kraken. Saw you this morning on Jespo, but I had to use my other account because I am shadow banned on there. Oh, okay. Kenzie Kraken. Yeah, right. Yeah. I was talking about my shed getting broken into by the crackheads here. Kenzie Kraken. Hopefully it wasn't you that broke into my shed with a name like that. But yeah, okay, good to see you. I don't know what your other account is there. Yeah, I'd like to know what your other account is so I know, but of course, I don't need you to say it right here. But I'll have to pay more attention there to see who else is in there. I just kind of popped in there on Jespo's channel just for a little bit, just to say that. And, the little bit of couple of things that I said, but I didn't listen to his whole program. So I don't know what else happened there, but I just popped in there just to, rag on the fact that my shed got broken into and whatever. Rest is history, I guess. But whatever, as we speak here, I've got a friend of mine out there working on the shed to reinforce it right as we speak to get it back in shape again there, so that hopefully it will be harder for the junkies to break into it again. So we'll see what happens there. Megan RV and Brett, road trip is going to be the content of the year. Oh yeah. Megan, RV, and Brett. Oh, yeah, RV, Megan and RV. Oh, yeah, the Megan. Megan is the friend of RV's, and the two of them were going to go on a road trip, and they were supposed to come to Alberta. I don't know when that... I thought that they would have been here by now. Like, what are they doing? They contemplating the trip or whatever? Are they on the go, or what's happening? Like, I go over to RV's there once in a while, but he's usually live like 24 hours a day, but not many people in there. Not too sure what's going on with the channel with Canada RV we're talking about there. You guys know him. Crime in America. Abortion is the leading cause of death. Yeah, exactly. There we go. There's the Botrix. Roy Explores. That's the link that you want to click. Click that link even right now. Click that link and sub up to Roy, and then come on back here again, and then but turn on the bell so that you can be notified of when Roy goes live, because Roy is the kind of guy, and the same thing as Super Salty, that you want to see them when they go live, and then you can join in on the action there when they go live. It's always lots of fun popping in. And the same thing with Daisy, too. Daisy's got a pretty good channel there, too. She likes going live, doing some stuff, driving around the neighborhood there and hanging around the creek and whatever, having some fun, talking to the chat and everyone everyone has fun talking to them, right? Right, Troy? Tell him it's a BYOEC. Bring your own extension cord. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Daisy's going to go to Iran and fight for Israel. Yeah. That's funny. Tommy, where's a good place to be in case of World War III? Actually, this is a pretty good place here. But no, actually, it isn't. It isn't. Because where I live in Edmonton is there's a bunch of oil refineries here because you have all this oil, right? We're like the WTI capital. That's like Texas, right? We're like Texas crude up here, and you've got the oil refineries. And if there was to be a war, this would be a place where they would nuke Edmonton for sure, 100% for sure. In fact, they're even worried about these sleeper cells around here with bombs and stuff like that are already here. And in fact, they wouldn't even have to nuke it. These sleeper cells are already here. The terrorists are already in Canada. We're welcoming the terrorists into Canada with open arms. You know, it's like everyone that you see walking around, you don't know whether they're just a newcomer or a terrorist, because really, honestly, it's really hard to tell them apart, honestly. They're probably already set up with sleeper cells with bombs already all set up, and all it is it's going to take some Ayatollah or someone to like say, okay, go for it, and then they're going to go like boom, you know. That's what's going to happen here. So this is not the place to be. But that being said, if you go a couple hundred miles to the west of where I am into the mountains, there's nothing there. Okay, there's like towns like Jasper, Banff, whatever, and you know, Columbia ice fields and whatever. Nothing worth bombing at all. So yeah, you could probably live over there in the mountains somewhere, be a little more protected from where all the bombing is going off and whatever. So yeah, head to the mountains, head to the highlands somewhere. And yeah, if the World War III is going to be happening, that would be a good place to hide out, I think. Or maybe if you go up into, I don't even know about Alaska. That's a little close to Russia, right? So Alaska, I don't know. But up in the Northwest Territories, yeah, lots of land, not many people, and not worth bombing, really. So you'd be pretty safe up there. Places like Yellowknife or maybe Whitehorse in the Yukon, you know, maybe on the Hudson's Bay somewhere. Somewhere out there, northern Canada, probably that would be okay to go. Far away from the big cities. Right, get away, far away from the big cities as you can go. Get yourself a kind of a little mobile, what do you call it? Bug out vehicle, something that you can bug out with. And don't buy an electric Tesla truck, okay? Because if you want to bug out with an electric Tesla truck, good luck. That's all I can say is good luck. Good luck on finding a supercharger on your way to the middle of nowhere, right? Because you go north of Edmonton, where I am here in this is kind of up north in Canada. And Edmonton is actually the largest city this far north anywhere in the world, okay? And you go further north from where we are, it's like pretty much tundra. Right? You ain't going to find a supercharger. No Tesla superchargers. It's like you're lucky if you find a 110 volt plug-in for your Tesla truck north of where I am here. It's like you'll be dead in the water. Daisy, Trump is you commander, and you need to fight his oil war. Yeah, Trump oil war. Right? Trump likes oil. You know that you know what country has more oil than any other country in the world? The United States of America. Okay? You guys are the leader in oil. You don't need to buy oil from Iran, Iraq, or Omar, or Qatar, or whatever. Omar. Don't buy oil from Omar. Yeah, you'll be sorry, especially when it tries to get through the Strait of Hormuz. Especially when Iran puts a few, floating bombs in the water there and go, yeah, we have mined the strait. We have mined the strait, and you better not send any boats through there or else they're going to blow up, because that's what they're going to do. So watch out for that. It's crazy. Yeah, Super Salty, drop a link so that Roy can sub up to you there. Drop that link. Crazy Kraken, Kenzie Kraken, killing babies is not a right. Yeah, exactly. It's not good. Okay, so yeah, we were just we were kind of watching what Trump has to say, you know, because Trump is doing his thing there. And let's see, what did Trump have to say? Let's play it again, because I forget what he was saying. Trump, say it again.
That they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Do you understand that? Don't know what the fuck they're doing. Do you understand that? Don't know what the fuck they're doing. Do you understand that?
Oh yeah, we understand that. Sorry, I have my reggae music on the same slider as my Trump, so I couldn't bring up the Trump audio. But yeah, poor Trump. He tried his best to try and, you know, negotiate a peace agreement between Israel and Iran, and he goes, okay. He announces it. I like that. He announces it. We have peace. We have peace in the Middle East. And then all of a sudden, Israel, boom, 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 boom. Iran, okay, get that Qatar military base. Boom, boom, boom. And, of course, they managed to knock down most of the bombs, except for one. One of them did land. But that was, yesterday or the day before. Today, I don't know what's happening there. I don't know. I haven't even been paying attention to the latest BS happening over there. But those guys are all doing that. Oh, yeah. And Trump, you know what he has to say about the fake news, you know. We just caught the failing New York Times working with the fake news CNN, cheating again. They tried to demean the great work of our B-2 pilots that our B-2 pilots did, and they were wrong in doing so. These reporters are just so bad and sick people, very sick people. You would think they would be proud of the great success that we had instead of trying to always make our country look bad. Total obliteration. So, you know, there's Trump. That's Donald Trump himself, the real Donald Trump. I don't know why that was on his Truth social media. And, yeah, he didn't like that. He doesn't like that CNN or MSNBC either. And I like that when he's doing his speech or whatever. He calls them SMBC or something. MSNBC. But anyways, yeah, he's just so pissed off with all of those news organizations. And I know I have to agree with him. I agree with Trump. He gets beat up all the time by those mainstream media outlets. You know, I see it happen. I see them doing it to him all the time. So he is fully in his full rights to be pissed off at them. You know, and I would be too if I was Trump. You know, I'm not. You know, hey, I'm not an American. I live in Canada here, but you know, Trump is honestly trying to do a good job. He is, but it's hard to. If someone blocks you, you cannot see their comments either. Yeah, exactly. If they block you, you can't see their comments. Yeah, the same way as if you block them. Unless I bring the comments up on the screen like you see here. So you might be blocked to someone, but if I bring their comments up here, then you can see that. So there you go. Love to see more of you stop in on the live stream over at Super Salty's. Super Salty, he's like, he's driving a truck doing stuff around there in San Diego area all the time. So he's wearing a hard hat on the job, working at it, you know, as you and I are having fun on the YouTube. But he managed to squeeze some YouTube in there while he's on the job. So it's good to see that you're doing that, or able to do that, Super Salty. Excellent. Good channel. Oil refiners, nuclear power plants, and financial districts like Bay Street are the things that they're going to take out. Yeah, exactly. If there is some kind of a world war, another world war. But I don't really think that there is going to be a world war, because everything is sort of just, you know, Trump is able to go in, fly in somewhere, bomb them, and then run like hell, you know, and go, okay, we took care of them already. No war, no World War III, just a quick little, you know, incision, you know, whatever, and we're in and out of there, like real quick. Daisy has room for an entire scrotum. Oh, it's Mr. Fun Guy, Nuts and Crackers in there. He likes saying jokey type fun stuff. Daisy, what beats her dog and gets drunk and runs over animals. That's beats, not bests. Bestie's her dog. Sandy, I thought you were well educated. How dare you not check your chat before you actually push the send button? All those fat boomers gonna be mountain climbing for sure. Fat boomers. Hey, Cannabis Rex, you have to be, for you to call people a boomer, okay, now that proves it. You're a young person. You have to be a young person. Because if you were older, like let's say, I don't know, 30 years old, would you be complaining about a boomer? No, because you're halfway there. So you're probably like 20 years old, whatever. You know, maybe a university student or something like that. Probably getting educated by your socialist professor or something like that. You know, coming in here and trying to educate the rest of us old boomers, you know, into some Marxist type teachings or something like that. But it's not going to work. It doesn't work that way. Like, we're far too educated without you. In fact, if you didn't go to university, you're probably better off than if you did go to university, right? Because if you go to university, you're the one that's going to be standing over there on White Avenue with Marxist pamphlets and stuff like that, trying to convince everyone to become a communist, right? And meanwhile, everyone else is going like that. No, I didn't go to university, and I'm not going to become a Marxist, okay? It just ain't happening. It ain't happening. I should actually speak more like a redneck than I actually do. Than I actually am, I should say. Like some of the rest of the people are. TT doesn't even go on vacation to the mountains. He sits on a cement pad at the lake. No, there is no cement pad. There's no cement pad. And by the way, I already went to Banff and Jasper within the last month. I've been to Banff and Jasper within the last month, and to the Columbia ice fields. I didn't do a video there because the cell reception is just terrible cell. In fact, there's no cell. There aren't cell towers when you're driving in those mountains, right? So it's impossible to go live. So, but I did go within the past month. Yes, I absolutely have been to both Jasper and Banff, and to the dinosaur emporium of Drumheller, Alberta, and to the museum, the dinosaur museum. So yeah, I've been out there. I don't just sit around doing nothing. We get out there in the real world. Kenzie Kraken, you know what I'm talking about. High Level has the largest and furthest north lumber mill. Oh yeah, High Level. I've been up to High Level. Yep. Absolutely. It's nice territory up there. Nice country. High Level. You betcha. Oh, my wife is in the background yelling about something or other. Daisy ran over a rabbit. Wabbit. Oh, where's that wabbit? Oh, Confucius say, man with hand in pocket. Feel cocky all day. Okay. Yeah, now that my wife is home, she might be yelling at me, and then I'll have to get off the air. and actually do something productive, like listen to her and figure out what we're going to do on this road trip, put together some kind of a bag or something, maybe throw a toothbrush in the vehicle or whatever, get that thing going. GPS doesn't work north of the 60. Yeah, exactly, SW. North of 60. Yeah. We're north of that parallel. Any kind of a parallel that you've ever heard of, I'm north of that parallel. Pretty much. Being in the oil business, yeah. I actually work for, as a subcontractor for the biggies, like Suncor, like in the oil sands. You guys call them the tar sands, whatever. Tar sands, oil sands, whatever you want to call them. But I have worked up in the tar sands. Okay, I've worked as a subsidiary for companies such as Suncor, Syncrude, the big ones, the biggies up there. So I know exactly what it's like. I've actually worked in some of the buildings where you put on a face mask, the face mask with the respirator, and it is so bad in some of those environments that even after wearing the face mask and respirator, working in there for the day for an 8-hour shift, that when you leave and go back to because up there they have trailers, because you don't go to your house or whatever, but you go to a trailer, and everyone has like a bunk in a trailer type thing. You have your own room, but it's like a shared bathroom and shared kitchen, cafeteria type setup. But anyways, when you blow your nose, it's like black coming out of your nose, okay, from the stuff that's in the air. And especially where it's a particulate matter that is like dust, right? Because a lot of those places, the oil and whatever ends up having this residue, which is kind of a dust that's in the air all the time. And that's the reason that you're wearing the respirator. And when you blow your nose, it's like coal. It's like you're working in a coal mine or something like that. And even with wearing a respirator, it's still, like I said, you blow your nose and it's like coal coming out of your nose. So yeah, I know exactly what it's like to work in those kind of environments. And some of the things they've, they're always working on making it better, right? So, instead of, like when I was up there, a lot of what they were doing was like surface mining of the product. And then with the surface mining, then putting it onto the conveyor belts, and then conveyor belts taking it and then putting it into different vats and things like that to suck the oil, extract the oil out of it. And then you're left with the stuff that's left over. Now they've changed their way of getting the oil out of the tar sands by way of actually drilling a hole in the ground, and it's called in situ. In other words, getting that oil out of in place without actually, bulldozing the stuff, right? So it's like drilling a well and then pumping steam down into that well, and then you pump the heavy oil out like that. So it's a different process that they're using there now. But yeah, definitely being in the oil business. There's lots of oil wells around here. Like Alberta here, if you've seen those maps of North America, you see where there's a corridor of oil all the way from Texas, all the way up on the east side of the Rocky Mountains, all the way up throughout into Canada, up into northern Canada. And that's right where I live, right here. And there's lots of it up here. Lots of it. Lots of oil. Do I really worry too much about the oil and the use of oil affecting the climate? No, I'm not a climate, what would you call it? Zealot or climate. The sky is falling. The sky is falling. You better do something quick. I'm not an alarmist, a climate alarmist. Although, I suppose in big cities like LA, where you have like a bowl And if you've ever been to LA and seen what the exhaust is like from the cars in LA and the smog that it produces, there's some places like that where it's hazardous to your health, So yeah, definitely you could do something better about having all of those cars burning all of the carbon in places like LA. Where I live here, though, yeah, it's you don't see it. It's like we're too small of a city, I guess, or too windy of a place, or whatever. It's very, very, very seldom that you have any kind of smog up here. And I forget what our exact number is here. What are we at? 1 million people living up here in Edmonton, something around there. For a city of about 1 million people. So, yeah, things are changing. Then again, hey, we got Deb's Crazy Daily in there. Hey, Deb, good to see you in there. Big ups to you. Thanks for popping in. Check out Deb's channel. Exclamation on link to drop your own link to the channel. Let's see, who else did I see in there? Part of Bonza, good to see you in there. Part of Bonza. We got Elm in there. Elm, good to see you. Thanks for popping into the channel. Big ups to you there. Nice to see all the happy people. Sassy Pants 420 in the chat, talking to each other, and good camaraderie there. Everybody doing their own thing. Oh yeah, we got Charlie and the boys going there. Charlie's doing his stuff with Al Munson and whatever on his channel. Charlie can use derogatory terms. I don't hear him using racist words steeped in centuries of hate like that garden gnome Tim does. Oh, wow. There you go. Yeah, but you know what? More and more people are being more and more vocal about what's happening out there. And you might think that people are being racist, but they're not. All they're doing is just spouting off about how bad things are getting in the real world and all the stuff that you have to put up with. Like me talking about going to the Costco store and, rarely hearing any groups of people speaking English at the Costco. It's like, as you're pushing your cart, it's like, blah, 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 not English. Blah, 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 not English. You even go a little further. Blah, 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 no English. Blah, 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 no English. Oh, finally. How much are the underwear? Oh, finally. Oh, really? Really? There are actually people that speak English here living in Canada now. Wow. Amazing. It's nice to see that once in a blue moon. But really, honestly, it's a changed country that we live in. I'm not going to be really rude or mean or racist, but I am going to make fun about the fact that that's how what it is, and hey, this is a comedy show here. We're having fun here. I'm not trying to, be like a racist person or put on a racist program or something like that. But I am going to speak the truth. I am going to tell you what it's actually like out here. It's, it's like I was saying, as you're walking down the street, I wonder, is that guy a terrorist or not? I don't know. There's so many terrorists being invited into Canada here. In fact, aren't all of the Iranian elites there that are part of the Khomeini tribe wanting to split Iran and come over here and live in Canada? They're going to be, I'm so hard done by. Please welcome me into Canada. I will be a good person. I will be good. I will not be a terrorist. I will be your friend. Believe me. Believe me. Yeah, right. I don't think so. I don't know. And meanwhile, Carney, or if it was Trudeau would be going, come on over. Carney, yeah. Carney's not even in Canada. He's not even over here to say, come on over. He's over in Europe or something, dollywagging around there, trying to be the king of Canada over there, fighting the king over here. This fake stuff. It's all fake. The whole world is fake. Sick and tired of what's going on here. Glad Trump got pissed with Israel, says Kenzie Kraken. Yeah, well, he's doing, you saw what happened. It's not a good situation. This is the bit here where Sky News apologizes for President Trump's use of the naughty language because the British have never heard the word fuck before, used before, and it offends the sensitivities while they turn a blind eye to their daughters being raped by asylum seekers. Oh my jeepers creepers. Yeah. There you go. That's what the news media is saying about that. Yeah. Oh man. Oh, I got to be careful. This next one here has got some blanked out stuff on here. And no shirt on. I know I showed a picture of a pride parade and the genital area was blurred out, and I still got a not a strike from YouTube, but they changed the my video from being just a standard video to an adult only video. Ooh, adult only. So got to be careful what you show here on used tube. Thank you for listening to the reggae music here for all this time. Very nice of you to listen to that. Hang on, let's play some rock. 60s psychedelic rock. Here we go. Hey, man. Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. It's Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. Trump calls 5 holes in the ground total obliteration. Oh, come on. Those weren't 5 holes. Those were bunker busters that he sent in there. That was like one bomb broke the surface, got down a little bit, and then another bomb went into the same hole. Because those centrifuge locations were like, I don't know what 300 feet underground. So you had to go down there far. And, they had mapped out what those tunnels were. So somehow they had to have some sort of, from the Iranians, the turncoat Iranians that must have given the Americans some information on what those tunnels were like. Because he didn't just bomb the entrance of the tunnel, but he bombed, away from where the entrance were to where the actual centrifuge rooms would be located underground. I don't know if you were looking at the maps there, because they bombed spots that weren't there was nothing on the surface, right? So it was like tunnel down this way, that way, the other way, and then finally this is where the centrifuge locations were. So yeah, there was an awful lot of what would you call it? Work that had gone into where the locations would actually be for those centrifuges. Yeah, well, guess what, Elm? You've got some people in the chat here that like to really call out other people, Elm, and tell people how to live and what to do and how to do it and whatever, and what you should have safe access to or unsafe access to, and all kind of stuff like that. Linda Lou. Trump got trumped by BB. Yeah, exactly. Is bullets your daddy? Come on. Super Salty says, we can all live in our own terms without harming others. That's known as getting along. Why can we not get along with each other? Let's do it. We can do it. Everyone, group hug. Group hug time. Group hug. Come on. Trump trying to pass a bill that removes the rights for states to challenge the federal government for anything pertaining to AI for 10 years. Why would he be doing that? Red flag, wrote all over it. Well, so just like up here in Canada where Carney, the latest bill that they came up with, in Canada here, so to speak, is to be able to push whatever they want through. So let's say they want to, if Carney wants to build an oil well to Nova Scotia from Edmonton, that he'll be able to just do it, right? He pushed that legislation through so that he'll be able to do that. So that was the latest thing. And he'll be able to open up your email and look at everything that you want without you knowing about it, right? Without having to get a court order, all kind of stuff like that. They're pushing through stuff like that now. So, yeah, things are changing. Things are absolutely changing, both in the States and in Canada. Sup, fools? Sup, fools? Good to see you in the chat. What's up? What's up, fools? I like that. What's up, fools? Cam, it needs to go completely back to the drawing board. Weak people blame others for their own idiosyncrasies. Yep, exactly. Don't be weak. Be like Tupelo, because tech billionaires contributed to his campaign. Yeah. Tech billionaires, right. AI. It's all AI. Catamush is an old bag. Yeah, well, hang on. If Catamush is an old bag, why is she so concerned in calling people boomers, right? That's kind of odd that she's saying that. Totally enjoying getting to know people all over the world, at the same time share some of my own life, says Super Salty. Exactly. What are you going to do with your time? Especially have some spare time while you're actually working, too. Just be careful when you're driving there, not to be getting in an accident reading the chat. Like, let's see, who did? Well, there's a couple of people that we can think. I won't mention their names here now. But one guy down there in LA area. Oh, yeah, what's happening with Ant, defender of ants? He is totally wasting his time on fighting with the anti-Scientologists and the Scientologists, and going to court and checking in with his ankle bracelet, and really, honestly, just a waste of time, waste of life, wasting his life away, you know. And of course, but he's got people that are pushing him into it. You know, you've got your bees and whatever donating whatever to his channel and stuff like that. So I guess you could say that Defender of Ants is just plain doing the same old, which is, you know, being a bad actor and, you know, getting people to donate to him. And people are donating to him and whatever. He's happy doing whatever he's doing. So good for DOA. Nothing, you know, I'm not being negative to him or positive to him. I'm just reporting on what I see. Myself, I wouldn't be doing what he's doing, though. I would be going in a different direction, and you know, especially with his channel there. I don't know what he's up to there, other than just moping most of the time. He wouldn't be your friend if your skin color were different. Elm, is that all right with you? Nah, it's not about skin color with anybody, honestly. Well, there are people that are like, you know, you have put it. Hey, you know what? There's an awful lot of people that are not white that are really prejudiced. Really, honestly, really. Some of the worst people in this world are not white. And there are a lot of people that hate white people and are really prejudiced against white people. So don't just think that the only people in the world is some white guy complaining about some colored guy. You know what I mean? Because that's not the whole picture. If you want the whole picture, travel the world. Go to other countries where they're not white and see how they talk about white people, or how they talk about Oriental people, or, you know, other people of other ethnicities. Okay, because you know, racism is not just a one-way street. It's like all over the place, right? So just remember that. Using the term boomer explains most people. Yeah, exactly. Sub up to Super Salty. Botrix has got the link there. Thanks for dropping that link. I'd rather be bigoted piece of POS than be a bigoted POS. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. well, you guys all, you guys think that, and you get to people like, who are the worst though? Like really, the lefties like to call people names, really. So if you hear people saying you're a boomer or you're bigoted or you're racist or you're that, it's coming from the left side of the fence. And if you ever notice that, they will always like to name call. Always. They're like the number one people on the planet for name calling, right? And I don't like to call people names. I like to just call people what they are, like, well, not really call them, but just talk about them, right? I'll talk about people, right? Scumdog in there. Hey, Scumdog. And if me talking about people is me being a racist or a bigot or whatever, well, that's in your mind, okay? Because in my mind, I'm just a Joe Cool out here having fun on the internet. That's all. Okay. Go watch some comedy shows someday, right? And I'm sure you'll be saying though. In fact, I was watching a comedy show there just today, as a matter of fact, and they had to beep out some of the things that he was saying on there, and I'm thinking, I bet they think that was racist for him to say that, and that's why they beeped it out. So the media is like that too. If you were born with brown skin, he would wish harm on you, Elm. No other reason. See, like, look at what you guys are talking about. Like, come on, get off of the high horse, and don't worry so much about what other people say. Do you catch any fish on that lake? I'm not a fisherman, so I don't catch fish. But yeah, people do catch fish. They catch like trout or various fish. I don't really eat the fish that they catch, because if they catch them, they eat them themselves, whatever. And I'm not a fisherman, but and it's not like being on the coast where you guys can go fishing for like a deep sea marlin or something like that. These are just like trout in the rainbow trout, stuff like that they catch, or maybe a catfish or something, a bottom dweller. Trump says he's all about states' rights, but trying to push a bill that removes states' rights from a serious issue. Quite bizarre. Have a bit of Mongolian ancestry, and he's still my friend. Your statement is false. Hey, you know what though? If any one of us was to have our, you go to Ancestry, whatever, and do your chromosome checks and that kind of stuff, every one of us is going to have some kind of something in our genes that we would never ever think so. Like me, I'm probably deep dark African. You know what I mean? Or something ridiculous like that I would never think. But I've never gone to that. And, the reason that I'm not doing that is because I don't trust those companies that are doing those where they check your genes, right? You, me, and 23 or whatever they're called. Because those companies, once they have your chromosomes and your name, and they know who you are, then those companies get sold. And who knows what the hell or where the hell that information is going to end up. And then you're going to have your genes, your chromosomes in some kind of a database that somebody can cross-check, whatever. And then when you get into trouble with the law or something like that, and then they get a hair sample off you, and then they can check it out, and they go, oh, he's the one that actually did that, because here we can cross-check his genes against the database. So I don't want to be part of any kind of a database, so for that reason, I'll abstain from getting my genes checked to find out, how black I actually am, because I bet I am. I am, because really, I'm of the belief that all human beings came from a couple of people in deep dark Africa, right? That's what I think. I believe that. And that all, how they say, oh, we finally found the cradle of humanity, and it's in Mozambique or somewhere, or Mongolia, or well, actually it's Africa. Mongolia is more a little bit north, but somewhere in Africa is where we all came from. So don't be putting down other people, right? Because you're probably part of that ethnicity. right? And we all started out as females too, right? I believe that as well. We all, as an embryo, we all started out as a female, and then slowly, as testosterone was produced in the baby, then it changed into a man as more testosterone. Anyways, I don't know. You know what I'm talking about. But I think we all started out as women. So, you know, that's why some guys are just about as anal as women. Oops. I better be careful of what I say. Whoa. I know. That was misogynist for me to say that. Okay. Yeah, that wasn't a word in my okay. Racist, not a word in my vocabulary. Misogynist, I don't even know what it means. You know, all of these words that you guys throw around like a milkshake. I don't even know what those words are. I had to learn those words here just in the last couple of years because they weren't taught when I was in school. Okay, like that's how old I am. Things have changed since then, and now you guys are like, oh, you're a this, you're a that, you're a blah 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 blah. Isn't that like fracking? It is like fracking, where you put the steam down the oil well to break up the tar sands, whatever, and then, you know, push it back up the pipe. It gets loosened up by the hot steam, and that's where they're saying that in order to produce the steam, they want to set up nuclear plants to produce the hot steam to put down the oil well. So they're going to actually use nuclear technology, or they want to do this in situ type of oil extraction from the tar sands. So yeah, it's like fracking, except with fracking, they put, I think, different chemicals down the pipe as opposed to heated steam, hot steam. But whereas fracking, I think it's just liquids, but I don't know that they're heated up. But yeah, similar to fracking, yeah, where they put the liquid down the pipe to drive the oil up. But I think with fracking, it's different though, in that they put it down there at really, really super high pressure and almost like shock the ground and break it up, and you know, and I think that's what causes the earthquakes in the area, you know, because you know that there are earthquakes associated with mini earthquakes associated with fracking oil. So yeah, some of that kind of stuff going on there. Can you see me now? Can you see me? What's up, Pippy Liquor? Nuts and Crackers. By the way, Quackster is a good friend of mine. Nuts and Crackers. Quackster. Quack 13. I have actually met in real life. Like, she is a good friend of mine here, I would have to say. Helps out with, is a mod over in a group, Facebook group. That's where we actually met, was modding in a Facebook group, as a matter of fact. Small world. Need techno music. Okay, the dance is going to start. Let's go. Techno. Let's go. Skip it up a beat here. Let's go. Chicka wah wah. Oh, yeah. I should be a rapper. Hang on, I need something to read here. Except they don't have anything set up here. Need some rap talk. Well, I'm going on a road trip. Gonna have some fun. I think you can do it. Come on with us. Yo, yo, yo. What you gonna do? Are you guys still fighting? In the chat to do. The white nationalist, yeah. Yeah, except in my mind, a white nationalist would be a white person that loves their country and believes in nationalism. I'm in that sense of the term, I believe in one nation and having secure borders. Okay, and I just happen to be a white guy, so in that sense, yeah. But do I believe like the KKK or something like that? No, I'm not a KKK. By the way, the KKK, those are Democrats. Those are the lefties, by the way. Just so you know. But you guys love to use terms like that, you know, white nationalist, bigot, blah, 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 the rest of it. But at the end of the day, who cares? Who cares? You're just, you're just one person on the internet trying to make somebody look bad by what you say. And at the end of the day, nobody cares. Just have fun. Have some fun once in a while, instead of trying to find the badness in everybody out there. Everyone is a little bit bad. Nobody's perfect, right? And you're not going to make everyone in this world perfect by getting on the internet and going into a chat room. Come on. It's not how the world works. Maybe if you had your own channel and you got on a microphone and you spewed some of what you believe, that might be more worth it than just being a chatter in a chat room. Okay, just saying. That's why Elm, it's because you have said some things that they don't like, okay? And you have gotten the ire of the leftists, okay? And the people that you're referencing there, right there with that comment, are the leftists in the chat, okay? And, in other chats, like if you were over in RV's chat or something like that, he would have them banned, right? And he wouldn't even hear them say anything. But over here, I don't know who's banned. Nobody's really banned in my chat. I have to check my tank to see who's banned. But as far as I know, there aren't any real reasonable people banned in my chat at all, because I don't care. Let people say what they want. I'd rather that people can say what they want and have a voice than to squelch people, and for them not to have a voice, right? Right, Sandy? You like to have a voice. And really, like a lot of people don't like me because of like, for example, Sandy Foster follows me and doesn't like me because I was in the convoy. Convoy went to Ottawa, and she just hates the convoy. Anything to do with the convoy. So because I was like associated with that, she doesn't like me. So comes over here and whatever, tries to call me out, and watches every word I say and whatever, and is a liberal, and I'm not a liberal. I'm not that kind of a person at all. Not the liberal. Edmonton has a diverse population with English, Scottish, and German origins being the most frequently reported ethnic or cultural origins. Used to be that way, Cat Rex. Now it's like, holy smokes. Go to the Costco store. You're not going to see a whole bunch of English, Scottish, and German people at the Costco store. Honestly, you're not. I could go there with a video camera, and take a sweep of the origins at the Costco store, and it's going to be few and far between. Honestly, like you're digging your info up by doing a quick search on Google or something like that, which usually you say, oh yeah, well I did a Google search and I'll believe it. Okay, where'd you get your info from? Google. But you can't believe that anymore. Like, things have changed here. Like a lot of people are different here, and I'm not going to get into that because I've already talked about that here today. So we're moving on to the next thing. I'd rather talk about some fun stuff, fun stuff. Ryan. I'm just reading the chat here, trying to get caught up. Trying to get caught up before we go on that road trip. That's right. You can't have a drinking problem if you only drink beer. That's right. I changed it. Hey. Yeah. And what's with this what's just this .ca stuff too? You got like the government of Canada. It's got like everything you see with the government. It's like the government. Check it out. Go online. Go to gov.ca blah 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 this slash this hieroglyphic that, you can never find the website because it's so freaking long. Why don't they just make any website that's Canadian? It should just be like .eh question mark. That would be the best thing, right? It would be like government gov Canada .eh question mark. That would be, like far better than this .ca blah 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 hieroglyphic crap that they got on the go. Just saying. Butterflies are free. Good to see you. Big ups, butterfly. Zzz. No drinking and driving. Not a good thing. What else is Trump up to? Is Trump live? He's leaving. He's all done with the NATO thing. He's leaving. He's out of there. Like a dirty shirt. Really. I can't say I blame him either. So he's getting back on Air Force One and heading back to the States from, I don't even know where the heck that this thing was here that he was at. Let's see, he's boarded Air Force One and is on his way back home after a wildly successful NATO trip. He just convinced all NATO to increase their defense spending by billions to 5% of their GDP annually. Massive victory. Next up is passage of the Tax Cuts and Border. What? Border what? Hang on. Border funding under the Big Beautiful Bill. And he also gave hell to Spain, who apparently was only spending 2% of their GDP. Shame on Spain. He actually called out Spain. I saw him do that. And actually Canada. He should have called out Canada too, because Canada is really bad on not funding any of this stuff. We're always, underfunding anything to do with military, because we're like, we're like the hummingbird under the wing of the goose. You know what I mean? And USA being the goose and Canada is the little hummingbird. And we've been kind of, protected by the United States, so we don't really have to spend a lot of money on military. But now things are changing. But stupid Carney, instead of actually, going and talking to Trump and going, okay, let's get together on the program here, and we'll spend more money, we'll buy more American military stuff, airplanes and whatever military things that we need. But instead of doing that, he runs over to Europe and makes some kind of a deal with the European Union into getting in bed with them and spending some money on some of their stuff over there. So all that's going to do is just piss off Trump, and it's not going to be good for Canada, and not going to be good for the States. Of course, the Europeans, they're all going, yes, we need the Canadian money. So there you go. But anyways, Trump is moving right along. Here he is. He's putting his hat on there. Oh, quick phone call. Okay, that was about the homeless shelters that we built, and we have to give away those homeless shelters. But geez, I haven't had time to go and give away the homeless shelters. So anyways, we'll see what's going to happen here. Maybe next week. Although things are changing in my life here because the kids are going to be out of school. In fact, today was their last day of school. So now they're on summer holidays up here. So we're going to be doing some stuff with summer holidays. And like I said, we're already have scheduled to go on a little little holiday trip to check some stuff out. So we'll see what happens there. And we'll just play it by ear. No, nobody's listening to me. The U.S., along with the U.K., orchestrated a coup that ousted Iran's democratically elected, yeah, right, Prime Minister Mohammed Mossadegh, and installed the Shah. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. This event fueled the anti-American sentiment in Iran. Yeah, you're talking about back in the 1970s, yeah. I would agree with that, Erdem. Yeah. I thought you were talking about the Ayatollah Khomeini, who I think I don't think he was democratically elected. Well, mind you, he's not the prime minister either. He's the religious leader of the country, you might say. Unscramble. I've determined that TDS stems from folks taking things, he says, seriously. More folks are superficial. Exactly. 78 people in the chat. Hit that like button. I know that we got a couple of subs and subscribe to the channel. Hit that sub button. Subscribe. 20% of you watching are not subbed up to the channel. So if you're not subbed, hit that sub button and then hit that little bell and turn that bell on so that you'll be notified when we go live, because you want to watch the live show, because I don't do much else other than live. I don't post a lot of videos, but I mostly go live. And when I'm live, you want to know when we're live so you can pop over here and listen to Sandy Foster bellyache about something or other. And Catamus Rex. Cat Rex. Cat Rex. This one's for you, Cat Rex. This one's for you. Oh, I missed it. Here, hang on. Cat Rex. Here we go. Cat Rex.
Catwoman, will you never learn?
That's right. Catwoman, will you never learn?
Tune in tomorrow. Same cat time, same cat channel.
Oh, yeah. Exactly. Hang on. We need some different background music here. Let's hear with some of the... What's this? Who's that? Oh, yeah. Name that tune. Name that tune. Anyone know that tune? Anybody? Can anyone guess that tune? Name that tune. It's time for Name That Tune. Northern Lights, thanks a lot for that membership. Wow, time flies. Northern Lights, thanks a lot. 18 months. Unbelievable. Thanks a lot for becoming a member of the channel. I'm going to have to go live a lot more often. You're really making it sink in there. But Northern Lights, thanks a lot for that membership. Very good. Very good. Appreciate that. We absolutely appreciate that. Thank you very much for becoming a member of the channel. Sandy Foster, you should become a member of the channel as well as Catamus Rex, with all of the kudos I'm giving to you guys there. Bob Swagger, good to see you in there. Bob in the house. Whoop whoop. CC Reagan. It's CC Reagan. Looking good. Got Christy B in there. Looking good. All seriousness. Why argue with people about what you have went and exposed yourself to others about? Yeah, exactly. Ask Queenie. Yeah, right. Where is Queenie these days? Queenie doesn't even show up anymore in my chat. I don't know if that's good or bad. I guess it's good. It's good because nobody, comes into my chat anymore and says stuff like, "Why do you keep platforming Queenie?" I don't platform anybody. Everybody just pops in here and says what they want. Northern Lights, thanks a lot for becoming a member of the channel. Much appreciated. Crafting and Coffee with Kelly popping in to say hello. Kelly, good to see you. Check out Kelly's channel there, by the way. Hit that link, ! Link there, Kelly, so people can check out your channel. If you're into crafting, and if you're a crafty kind of a person, you want to check out Kelly's channel. Absolutely. Just like we've been dropping links to Super Salty and Roy's channel. Anybody else in there that wants to drop a link, go right ahead. You mean you don't like it when POTUS does it? What? But it's okay for you to troll all day, every day. Make it make sense, says Truth Teller in Virginia. Bob Swagger. No war, Trump. Yeah, exactly. Well, no, there's no war so far. He's just doing a little surgical maneuvers there, you might say. But so far, no World War III. Stop trusting strangers. Okay. Yeah, exactly. Hang on, I'm trying to get down to the chat here to see who guessed the name of that song. Who guessed that song? Hang on, got to go right down here to the very bottom. Let's see if anyone got that song. Anybody get it? House of the Rising Sun was that one. Hooray! Oh, yeah. Can't make this stuff up. Aha. It's just another day on the Tommy Temper Show. Just another day. Aha. And the day goes on. The day goes on and on and on and on and on and on and on. It's just another day looking out of the crystal gondola onto the elm-lined streets of Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Whoa! I hope you had a good day so far. I hope that the rest of your day goes along very well. And don't fight. Remember, don't fight. Be friends. Be friends with everyone. Try and be friendly with everyone. Okay? Yeah! Have fun. Oh, yeah. Have as much fun as you can. Have more fun than I'm having right now. Oh, man. Yeah, stop your hate. Stop your hate. Be nice to each other. Be friends. Yeah, exactly. This is the pre-RV show, yeah. Head over to RV's channel. RV is boycotting my channel, Canada RV, who has a YouTube channel. I went over there. I said, "What's up?" And he says, "Tommy, I'm boycotting your channel because of Cadamus Rex and Sandy Foster and all the rest of those lefties that are over there, the Troll Central people. There, I just go over there and I say one thing, and they call me names, right? Like I said, the leftism runs rampant with the name calling and stuff like that, and he just refuses to come over here anymore, So he's missing out on all the fun and excitement, and it's just unbelievable. It's like sad. Like he's gotten to be very, very sad because of you people and what you're doing to him. And you better think about what you're doing, because it in itself could be harmful to his health. Okay? So don't do that. Don't. Because we don't want to see it happen. And that same thing goes for Brett. Brett, where are you? That's right. He's nowhere to be seen. It's like, is this the end of Brett and the Tommy Temper Show? He's just not over here anymore? Well, ABD, good to see you. You're welcome. Yeah, you're laughing. I know. You're having a chuckle. Chuckle. Hey, that button didn't do anything. Oh. Whoa. Hang on. That one sounds like we're on a spaceship. The doldrums. Okay. Wow. I'm just, I've got some stuff that I put on my soundboard here, and I forget what they were. I forget what they are. I just forget. So I'm just checking them out. La 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 la. Woo! Freaky. Wow. I'd almost think that it's a Friday night or something. It's Friday, and it's the UFO Alien Show. Welcome. Welcome. As we tune up the spaceship, get ready to take off. Holy. Those things are loud. Loud, 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 loud. Thought I had everything all figured out here. It's too bad that every one of them has to be individually on my soundboard, adjusted for volume. And they're so loud. Like, I know ABD with your earbuds in there, they're really hard to listen to. Sun Honey Studio.
I'll pretend I didn't hear that.
Good to see you, Sun Honey. In the house? In the house. Whoa. Good to see you. What's happening? Myself, I don't know what's happening. I'm just sitting out here on the deck. Oh, missed. Where's the crow? I'm waiting for the crow to land outside my window here. Whoa, there's these two crows. Well, I don't know what you call them. Ravens, crows, blackbirds, black chickens. I don't know what they are, but these things are huge. They're like, I swear they're this big, right? Like a little chicken. And there's a bunch of them outside the window there now. They've figured out that I'm the best food baron in town here, and that I always put out some good stuff for them to eat. They especially like meat, any kind of meat, like put out some hot dogs or something like that. They're out there chomping it down. But I put out a couple of old pizza breads or something there. Man, they just ravaged those things down. Where are you? Where are you today? I don't know. They're out there somewhere. Uh-oh. Well, whoa, horsey. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. It's Mr. Ed. Mr. Ed. He's showing up again. Mr. Ed, what are you doing back in town? I know. Here, you want an apple? You want something nice? Num, 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 num. Oh, geez, they're going to get me here yet. Not nice. Yeah, we put a new door on the shed there because the zombies broke it off. So I think it's all fixed up now. Ready to go, as they say. Ready to go. Ready to go. Oh, where's those people that are fighting out there? Whoa. Jeez. It's getting bad out there. The Vikings have arrived, I think, in Canada. Apparently, the Vikings came to North America before the oceans sailed blue, in what is that, 1492 or whenever it was. Apparently, the Vikings got here first, I heard. Tommy, crows are about the size of pigeons, just a bit taller. If a bit bigger, then it's a raven. Well, I don't know what these are, but these are huge. These birds are huge. These are bigger than a pigeon. these ones that are outside my window that hang around here, they are bigger than a pigeon, because there are pigeons that come around here too, and they're smaller than these crows. So yeah, maybe it's a raven, but I don't know. I should actually do some. But really, we don't really call them ravens up here. Like the term raven, and there's custom screen printing in there. Good to see you. Where the ravens are more of something that you hear people in the southern part of the States. They talk about the ravens, you know. But up here in Canada, I don't, like people don't call the blackbirds ravens. We just call them crows, right? That's a crow. Look, there's a crow over there or something, you know. But these things are getting pretty big here. I don't know if it's because they're eating all this garbage from the dumpsters and stuff like that in the neighborhood, or what it is, but they're definitely growing a little bit bigger than a pigeon. So I don't know. I don't know. I guess I should Google that and find out what people actually say about that. People like you have incredibly negative impacts on the world, but I would never hate you based on your membership of such parties, says Edward Camp. Not sure who you're talking about with that comment, because you don't preface it with a person's name. But hey, there's God over money. Izzy, good to see you there. Izzy, I'm starting to hiccup a little bit here. I think I need something to drink. I've got this bottle here, which did have some kind of Gatorade or something in it here, and now it's got water in it. Raven. Yeah, this thing looks more like a raven, the thing that's out here. So I think it's a raven, to be honest with you. Pretty sure some kind of a raven. A crow can kick a pigeon's ass, says Nuts and Crackers. Nuts and Crackers, I hope you're doing well. Good friend. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well as well can be. Have as much fun as you can, okay, my friend. Nuts and Crackers. In the house. Birds ain't real. Remember that the Alfred Hitchcock movie, The Birds, right? Where all of the ravens, I think there were ravens in that movie, they all came and they, roosted all around the guy's house and whatever, and they were attacking all the people in that whole community on the coast. I don't know, forget what town that was now. But it turned out that it wasn't the lovebirds. It was all to do with those lovebirds in the cage at the end of the movie. Because remember, they took the lovebirds out of that house and went in the car or whatever. And it was the lovebirds that were causing the ravens to go crazy and start attacking people and doing stuff. So there you go. Bonnie Doon Mall. I live really close to Bonnie Doon Mall. Yeah, and there's a bowling alley there, SW. Wow. Yeah, exactly. I'm not at the bowling alley here right now, but yeah, I've definitely gone bowling there at the Bonnie Doon Mall. And the Bonnie Doon Mall is going to be closing down, and they're going to be turning it into because they built the LRT rapid transit line going right by that mall. Now they're going to tear down the mall and they're going to build high rises there so that people can live close to the LRT and get downtown to where there are apparently jobs downtown. I don't know what kind of jobs there are because everyone is working from home these days. So I guess we'll figure out what's going to happen with that. But yeah, that's definitely a thing. They are ravens. Oh, okay. Okay, well, I'll make sure that I call them ravens from now on. They're fairly big. They're about the size of a small chicken, and they're bigger than a pigeon. And they're big. Tommy, I did Google it. Okay, good. Thanks a lot for Googling that. Google. Do 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 boop boop. Oh. Uh-oh. Got some weird noises on the board here that I haven't figured out yet. So I'm just checking them out. You know what I mean? Just checking them out. So you get to be first to hear the weird noises. You know what I mean? That's the sound of a crow. Oh, okay. Just gave you a thumbs up and shared you out on my community tab. Says custom screen printing. Thanks a lot. Appreciate that. If you've already subbed up to me, hey, thanks for subbing up. If you haven't subbed up, sub up now. And thanks a lot for the thumbs up. Give us a thumbs up. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go over to my live right now that I haven't even gone to yet. Let me click that live button on this other screen here. Oh, there I'm live. I'm going to click that. Listen to the audio back feed. Click that so I don't double give myself an extra view. 67 people watching right now. 35 thumbs up. Now 36. I gave myself number 36. Looking good. Making crow noises. Yeah, that was me making the crow noise there. Oh, exactly. The crow. What's the crow? The crow. The crow noise. Wow. That's cool. Locking that. Where's G? G. Where is G? Was G in the chat? I never saw G yet. I saw Kelly. My favorite poem, The Raven by Edgar Allan Poe. Yeah, The Raven. Was there not a movie? I remember that there were some movies, that were kind of produced from Edgar Allan Poe back in the old days. I remember, there were what was the name of that company? I don't know, the Sledgehammer or something like that. Some kind of an English movie house that would produce Edgar Allan Poe movies. The Pit and the Pendulum, I think, was a famous one that I recall watching when I was a kid. Audio clipping is not happening today, Sun Honey says. Okay, that's good. Yeah, well, I turned down my audio a little bit here, but now that all of my audio is lower, my soundboard is a little bit louder than my microphone. So in my ears, like, my audio sounds okay, but when I play a soundboard item like this, like, it's loud. It's like real loud. In fact, but it's not like I have a slider or anything on my system here where I can easily adjust it, because it's like those audio levels are built into my soundboard, and I have to go into every one of the little sounds and adjust every one of the little sounds on those things, which takes a lot of time to do. Clowns forgot what month they were celebrating thanks to the looping weirdos on the playground. Looping. Yeah. You know what I found? I was thinking about that, AMC. The guys over in Troll Central are the loopers. They're the ones that are looping, really. I was thinking about that, and I was thinking about that term, looping. You know how, you go, well, yeah, everyone is looping. You guys are just looping. You go, like the people say, yeah, Brett goes live, and all he does is he just loops. He just talks about the same thing over and over and over again. That's looping. But then I go over to Troll Central, and I go, these guys are just looping. They're just talking about the same thing. They'd be talking about RV 2 weeks ago, and you go in there, yesterday, and they're talking about the same thing, looping over and over and over and over and over again. You guys are the ones looping there. You guys over in the Troll Central or whatever you're calling yourselves, Truth Central, Troll Central. I don't know what it is now. You guys keep changing the name of the channel and stuff like that there. Where is the owner of the channel there? Al Munson. Where is he these days? Haven't seen Al Munson in here today. He's kind of on the lam, as you say. Bite-sized BS. Who is that? Bite-sized BS. I like that. I like that name and that little avatar too. That is cool. I like that. Bite-sized BS. Bite-sized. Bite-sized. Oh no. Oh, those damn terrorists in Canada here. Oh my God. The terrorists have taken over. Crazy. Set up a time bomb. Uh-oh. I got a phone call. Hang on. I'll be right back. Okay, so that's it. Guess who got home? Guess who got home? Yeah, it's little Lukey. Hi, Luke. Thanks for bringing me the Slurpee. But if this is a Slurpee, how come it's melted? It's a good Slurpee. Yeah, but it melted. When did you get that Slurpee? When did you get it? Oh, in the morning. Oh, well, geez. I don't know how you could keep it like that for such a long time. Okay, well, anyways, yeah. Yeah, what did I lie about, says Edward Cam? Nothing. Thanks a lot. D, good to see you. Thanks a lot. Everyone that gave us a super chat or joined up to the club or joined the channel, appreciate that. Appreciate everyone out there. I'm going to have to go because we're going to go for a road trip. And I hope that maybe I might even go live on the road trip. I don't know what happens. But, you know, if I'm driving and stuff like that, it's hard for me to go live. I've got to pay attention to the road signs and everything else. But thanks a lot, everyone, for tuning in to the show. And we will see you later. Take care. Stay out of trouble. And, yeah. That's it for the Tommy Temper Show. Big ups to everyone. You guys quit fighting out there in the chat and be big. Wear your big pants. Quit doing all those drugs and stuff like that. Just go clean. Be good. Just have a good life. Just like me. Try and be like Tommy Temper. And quit trying to change people, right? Quit trying to get on the internet and try and call people out and try and change them or whatever. You know, people aren't going to change. They're going to be themselves, right? And I'll try and go live more often because I like the audience. The audience is pretty good. And we have good numbers of people that come in here and watch. Look at good 50, 60 people watching at any moment in time. And I'd like to do more political type stuff, you know, where I do not so much live, but do canned shows where I'm doing like a 15-minute little thing and go, okay, this is a thing on Trump, this is a thing on the war, this is a thing on Canada or whatever. Do little things like that, and not so much, you know, just bellyache about nothing. You know what I mean? Like to do the good old stuff, keep everyone entertained, but also up to date politically and also in the news. Because there's always things happening in the news every single day, like Trump using the F-bomb, for example, or whatever, NATO stuff going on there, bombing Iran, all kind of stuff like that going on. So we like keeping everyone up to date. So take care, everyone. Stay out of trouble. And if you can't stay out of trouble, name it after me, Tommy Temper. Whoa! Later, everyone. Bye-bye. Thanks a lot. You're the boss.